package of vast technologies used in IT industries from scratch to today's trending technologies. While watching our video, you get more updated news about new technologies. So, keep watching our video to stay updated. Thanks. Here's what we are going to see. First, we are going to see the characteristics, evolution, and generation of computers. Then its classifications and about hardware. Come on. Let's go. Characteristics of computer. Speed. Computers process data at an extremely fast rate, at millions of instructions per second. The quick service we get at the bank, at the grocery store, on the stock exchange and on the internet is because of higher speed of the computer. Its speed is calculated in megahertz. At present, a powerful computer can perform billions of operations in just 1 second. Reliability. Computers provide very high speed accompanied by an equally high level of reliability. Computer never make mistakes of their own accord. Moreover, they have built-in diagnostic capabilities, which help in continuously monitoring of the system. Accuracy. The level of accuracy depends on the instructions and the type of processor used in the computer. The computer we use today provide a extremely high accuracy. Diligence. Computer, being a machine, does not tire or suffer from lack of concentration, like human being even though it has to perform millions of operations. It performs all operations with same speed and accuracy. Storage capacity. Computers are capable of storing enormous amounts of data that can be located and retrieved very quickly. The capacity to store and retrieve volumes of data is at the core of the information age. Versatility. Multi-processing features of computer makes it quite versatile in nature. This feature allows it to perform multiple tasks simultaneously with equal ease. For example, we can use computer to type a letter, listen music, print a document, etc. at a moment. Resource sharing. In organizations and institutes, computer can be connected to each other to form a network. The costly resource such as scanners, printer, and plotters are also can be connected to a network. This allows the sharing of costly resources amongst the computers connected to the network. Interactive computing. The computer provides the computing environment, in which the user and the computer interact with each other during the computation section. Thus the user may periodically be asked to provide certain information that will determine what subsequent actions are to be taken by the computer and vice versa. Evolution of computers. The most significant early computing tool is abacus. John Napier invented logarithm. In 1661, William Oughtred invented both the rectilinear and circular slide rules. In 1642, the French scientist Blaise Pascal invented the mechanical adding machine. In 1671, Wilhelm von Leibniz designed a better device, which could also multiply, divide, and find square root. In 1820, Thomas of Colmar produced the first commercially available mechanical calculator. By 1822, Charles Babbage built an automatic mechanical calculator, called the difference engine. In 1896, Hollerith formed the Tabulating Machine Company, which manufactured punch card machines. The first information processing machine, Havard Mark I, was completed in August 1944. In 1942, electrical engineer J. Presper Eckert and physicist John W. Mauchly, at the Moore School of Engineering, University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, met the need and developed ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator. In 1950, ENIAC was succeeded by EDVAC, that is, Electronic Discrete Variable Automatic Computer, a stored program computer. In 1951, UNIVAC 1, that is, Universal Automatic Computer, was produced for the U.S. Census Bureau. In 1958, the invention of integrated circuit, that is, IC, makes it possible to have hundreds of circuit elements on a tiny silicon chip. In 1980, for large-scale integration, that is, VLSI, design, in which thousands of transistors, and other circuit elements, are placed on a single chip, greatly increased the circuit density. Computer generations. Each generation of computer is characterized by a major technological development that fundamentally changed the way that computers operate, resulting in increasingly smaller, cheaper, more powerful, and more efficient and reliable devices. Let us see about each generation, and the developments that led to the current devices that we use today. First generation. First generation computer used vacuum tubes for circuitry and magnetic drums for memory. They were enormous, taking up entire rooms. They were very expensive to operate, and in addition to using a great deal of electricity, generated a lot of heat, which was often the cause of malfunction. First generation computers relied on machine language, that is binary coded language, that is zeros and ones to perform operations, and they could only solve one problem at a time. Each machine was fed with different binary codes, and hence were difficult to program. This results lack of versatility and speed. Every CPU has its own unique machine language, thus programs must be rewritten or recompiled, to run them on different types of computers. Input was based on punched cards and paper tape, and output was displayed on printouts. Computation time was in milliseconds. They are not portable, and very expensive to operate since they consume a large amount of power. Since thousands of vacuum tubes were used, they generated a large amount of heat. As a result, air conditioning was essential. Components of computer were manually assembled. Second generation. Second generation used transistors. Magnetic cores were used as primary memory and magnetic disk as secondary storage devices. They were smaller as compared to first generation computers. Computation time was in microseconds. They were more reliable, and less prone to hardware failure. Hence, required less frequent maintenance. They were more portable, and produced less amount of heat. They still required air conditions. They moved from cryptic binary machine language to symbolic assembly language, which allowed programmers to specify instructions in words. High-level programming languages were also being developed at this time, such as early versions of COBOL and Fortran. The PDP-8, IBM 1401, and IBM 7090 computers are examples of second-generation computing devices. Punch cards were used for input and printouts for output. Third generation. Third generation used integrated circuits, that is IC. They were very smaller as compared to previous generations. Computation time was in nanoseconds. They were smaller in size and easily portable. They were more reliable than previous generations. They consumed less power and hence generated less heat. Transistors were miniaturized and placed on silicon chips, called semiconductors, which drastically increased the speed and efficiency of computers. Instead of punched cards and printouts, users integrated with third-generation computers through keyboards as input and monitors as output. Programming became easy since they used higher-level languages for programming. Fourth generation. Fourth generation used microprocessor. They were very smaller in size, compared to previous generations. They are cheaper, since production cost is low. They generate less amount of heat, hence they do not require air conditioning, only cooling fan is required. They support graphical user interface, that is GUI, and handheld devices, to make input or output task, more easily and efficiently. They allow interconnection between themselves to form a network. Network enables data communication, and resource sharing. In 1981, IBM introduced its first computer for the home user, and in 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh. Microprocessors also moved out of the realm of desktop computers, and into many areas of the life as more and more everyday products began to the microprocessors. Fifth generation. Fifth generation computing devices, based on artificial intelligence, are in R&D, though they are used in some applications, such as voice recognition, that are being used today. Artificial intelligence is the branch of computer science, concerned with making computers behave like humans. Artificial intelligence, shortly AI, includes game playing, expert systems, natural language, neural networks and robotics. Today, the hottest area of artificial intelligence is neural networks, which are proving successful in a number of disciplines, such as voice recognition and natural language processing. The goal of fifth generation is to develop devices that respond to natural language input and are capable of learning and self-organization. Thanks for watching this video. In next video we are going to see about classification of computers and about hardware. See you guys in next video. If you like this video, do like, share, comment and don't forget to subscribe, explore more channel.